thicker than a book, piece of thicker than the horses. I'm
You know where that's from? That song? Alright, wait. Nobody tell them. Don't laugh at me, everybody.
the game never reaches. Most of these cats are like beaches. I see you, man. What you
Is that Queen Bee?
Alright, Mike, what do you say?
What song is that?
It's off of Carmen. It's Beyonce.
Hip Hop, Carmen.
Somebody got it.
It's that movie that Beyonce.
Don't be nice! Be
Nasty!
My business. The other day, I was sitting in the student center, barely enjoying a meal, attempting to mind my own business, and accidentally eavesdropping on the conversation going on next to me between a young man and a young lady. The young man said, quote, "I hate black bitches. They can't never make up their mind. They always so fucking angry with y'all indecisive, bitter asses, unquote." Like I said, this was none of my business, but black women are my business. I turned it into
He got that from us.
Okay. Whoever thought about what would happen if those indecisive black women were ever allowed to pick first? See, they've never seen the cream of the crop, so they only rummage through the rubbish until they find the best trash. I'm just sorry that you're trash. Wouldn't you be bitter if you were never allowed to taste the sweetness of a ripe fruit? But I mean, those are kind of the amenities of a first round draft pick, and they were always picked last. In the workplace, for relationships, even in their own homes, they were picked last. Even in the fantasy draft in which the gods participated to pick the members of their respective societies, they were picked last. Even Cleopatra barely made it off of the bench. When you become an African king, then you wouldn't dare to call a black woman a bitch.
Okay, now.
And then,
Rewind that. Go for
Rewind! They are always picked last. Even in the workplace, for relationships, in their own homes, even in the fantasy draft in which the gods participated to pick the members of their respective societies. Even Cleopatra barely made it off the bench. When you become an African king, then you wouldn't dare call her a bitch, but this is the killer. Then the young lady said, "I be waiting for somebody to call me a bitch, just so I could be like, a bitch is a female dog. Dogs bark, bark is on trees, and trees are a part of nature, and nature is beautiful." Then she rolled her eyes, popped her neck, and puckered her lips as if she had just made some kind of smart-ass comment. I said, "Sweetheart, don't call me sweetheart, but I can call you bitch, sweetheart." Have you really been tricked into believing that being called a bitch somehow equates your beauty with that of a tree? What's next? You're going to tell me that that tree gets his strength from his leaves? Baby girl, know your roots. I need that one.
I wasn't ready at all. Spit knowledge.
You got sweetheart. Don't call me sweetheart. Oh, but I can call you bitch, sweetheart. Have you really been tricked into believing that being called a bitch somehow equates your beauty with that of a tree? What's next? You're going to tell me that that tree gets its strength from its leaves? Baby girl, know your roots. In your walk is the strength of Harriet Tubman, that bouncer, Tyra Banks, and the resilience of Rosa Parks. In your lips is the potential fullness of Megan Good, the articulation of Zora Neale Hurston, and the influence of Oprah Winfrey. Those lips, when angered enough, could rupture the atmosphere, and eardrums, drums, play every time you move your hips. carried the weight of every child that has ever floated down the Nile. Your hips are the hand, are the desired place for me to grip my hands when I dive deep into the Nile. Your hips.
Damn.
Even though mesmerizing are nowhere nearly as enchanting as your mind, Maya Angelou. Your mind, Mary McLeod Bethune. Your mind, Gwendolyn Brooks. Your mind should have never been tricked by less than 3-star rappers and 5-star chicks into making an out of this world queen and only want to be a top-notch bitch. He said, "What are you, some type of preacher or something?" I said, "No, I just take it personal when people talk about queens like they ain't nothing."